Here we are back on day 3, 4. It gets a little confusing at this point for everyone.
Yep.
T25 Europe. I'm here with Edwin Wong, formerly of the JSM team. That's where I know you from because you're
Yes.
kind of famous for being one of the players early in the days of Jira Service Test, which eventually became Jira Service Management.
Yes.
However, we're here to talk to you today about customer service management.
That's right. Yes.
So one of the big questions that I'm seeing a lot in the community, because there's not, I mean, you guys have been pretty good about being clear on it, but it's still a little bit confusing. Is like, what is the differences between JSM and CSM?
Yeah. JSM is very much built around a tool for IT service management and we call it enterprise service management. The biggest customer that you would have is the employees, right? You're providing services for them. You're helping the employees, do their work, right? CSM is about customers, so actual end customers who aren't part of your employee base, that don't have access to the systems, that may not have the same context to your organization, that you're using your product and services. And so what you want to provide them is actually a much more bespoke experience about the products and services that you provide. So CSM is a product that is geared and tailored specifically for that use case. The reason why we built it in the first place is actually because we've spoken to a lot of JSM customers who said, we love JSM. We think it's going to be great. We would love to be able to address this use case as well. And they would start and then they would run into opportunities where they're like, hey, we could do more. And this is our attempts to really address that demand.
Yep. So I mean, this is one of the things, big case. Even when I first saw JSM, I'm like, it just almost feels like it'd be tweaked a little bit and used for customer service, but not quite. So I, for one, am very happy to see this use case addressed because I know there's a lot of demand for it in the ecosystem. There's a number of announcements announced this week. What is your favorite?
Of course, it's the general availability of CSM.
Yeah.
But if I take that aside, I think it's all the exciting things that we're doing with Rovo, right? Around what we are, launching to standard now for every edition. The fact that you've made so many enhancements to Rovo. I personally am super excited by Studio and what you could do to build your own agents inside Rovo. So there are some pretty amazing announcements there.
One thing that really excites me about CSM is, again, we go back down. It's on the Atlassian platform, so it's using the teamwork graph.
Yes.
So you could actually see the interleaks, like,
Yes.
I'm getting customer service complaints because of this outage for this incident I have on my JSM, which relates to these issues that were submitted in your Jira, your teamwork collection.
Yes.
And it just all kind of works together, so you see a holistic picture of what's going on.
Absolutely, Rodney. I think that's a big part of the reason why we wanted to address this use case. We've talked about the system of work now for the last year or two, and one thing that was very apparent to me was we connected so many teams together, from strategy to planning to development teams, product teams to support and IT teams, but we haven't yet connected fully to the end customer. And I'm very strong of the belief that if we are truly to build great organizations, we must start with the customer. So CSM is our way of doing that. And to your point, you've said it better than I could. The beauty when you connect all these teams together is that you actually get really good context, because so many of the problems we're seeing right now with organizations is disconnected silos, lack of context. And it's very, very apparent whenever you go into an organization and they just don't talk, and then things just fall through the cracks.
Yeah. Early in my career, I was working customer service frontline on a phone line.
Yes.
And back then it was just very frustrating because when there was stuff happening, you would hear about it as a rumor. There would be no context, no information given. It's just like, oh, I heard this might be a thing. You never got even firm confirmation if that was ever really the case. So just that said, I was super excited when I saw that and realized, wait, teamwork graph. Oh my God. Finally, and because it's a rough job. Customer service, you bear the brunt for your organization because happy people don't call customer service lines.
Absolutely. So we hope that with our product as well, we could maybe make the customers a little bit happier.
Yep.
That's why we've also invested a lot in the AI agentic side of our product. CSM is actually one of our more AI first products at Atlassian, if you get what I mean, like in terms of like new product and in the era of agentic AI. So it's built from the ground up, very much focused on AI as well. And the belief is very much what you mentioned, which is people are coming in, they're probably a little bit angry to start with, and hoping to give them a faster response, actually a more effective response in many ways. Through the context that you can get from Teamwork Graph, we can hopefully make customers that little bit more happy.
And that's always the goal.
It's absolutely.
So, aside from the keynote and all that, what has been your favorite part of Team 25 here in Barcelona?
Maybe a bit vague, but it's just the energy. I love the energy here from the community, from the customers that we've been meeting. We've had a packed show floor here. We've had so many great sessions from various different people talking about it. And everyone is talking about that next future and how AI and something like the Teamwork Graph can really help with almost like the next wave of how organizations work. That's personally super exciting and energizing for me.
Awesome. Well, it's been great to have you here. Thank you for stopping by, answering our questions here. I'm just going to give you some last words, whatever you want to say to our audience.
Yes. Wow. CSM's here, I guess. But beyond that, yeah, super excited with all the things that we're launching, AI, Rovo, CSM. Go check them out.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you, guys.
Thank
Stay
you.
tuned. We got more coming. The future of Atlassian Consultant is flexible, and Crew Member by ServiceRocket is leading the way. This program connects top Atlassian freelancers with larger, more impactful projects while providing growth opportunities through certifications, community supports, and even a pathway to entrepreneurship. If you're ready to grow your career and make a bigger impact, follow the link in the description and apply today.